You watching? Are you having fun here? Are you excited? I'm excited. Today's show is going to be one of the funnest shows we've ever done. I got like 2 pieces of content. We got crypto confessions, but it's a very special crypto confessions, as every member that is here today has submitted their confession, and it's your job to figure out whose confession is who. We're playing the matching game today. Also, we're going to talk about what our #1 buy zone pick is outside the top 100. I got one. Rob's got one. We'll see if Ashley's got one. It's probably going to be banana coin spoiler. With that being said, Gina, roll the intro.
Hola! It's your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. It's his home of entertainment-focused cryptocurrency content. Unlike the other stale and boring channels, we do it in a fun and sexy way. And, you know, Bitcoin...
Fun and stimulating way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitcoin is an absolute freefall right now.
Okay, you ever seen that show on Netflix, Weird...
Freefall?
No, it's the one where people's weird addictions. This lady was addicted to strange addictions. This lady was addicted to dumpster diving. You ever seen that one?
No.
She literally had enough money to like buy her own stuff, but she would be in New York, and you know how in New York, you've been in New York. You know how they put the trash on the curb?
Yep.
Yeah, she would just pick out the food from the restaurant's trash by the restaurant.
Yeah.
No idea where that was going, but I just thought about that because you said
great.
dumpster fire, dumpster diving. Dumpster diving in a fire. Please continue. Thank you.
It's a great...
Today's going to be a fun show, man. I'm excited for today. You excited?
Not now.
Wow, okay.
Bitcoin's down to $86,710. This thing is in absolute free fall mode. Look here. This is the 15 minutes.
Hell yeah, dude.
The 1 hour is worse.
Guys, it's so easy to make money in this market too. You know, just short the resistance or short the resistance, man. Short the resistance. Scalp. Take 5-10%.
The good thing is that altcoins, well, they are also down a lot of blood here. You know what?
You know it's not down, bro.
Zcash.
My energy.
Zcash is not down. First of all, Zcash is holding strong. Just over $700 a little bit ago. It's pulled back a little bit to 680, but it's leading the markets top to bottom here. It's led by Zcash. You got Cosmos up 5%. That's kind of weird.
Hell yeah, bro. The resurgence.
Let's not do the
what?
Robin, normally you're the annoying one.
Yeah, but if
why
I'm
can't
gonna,
I be excited?
Now you're getting all mad. Because
if
he
I'm
wants
going
to be annoying.
Thank you.
And now all of a sudden you're so mad.
Thank you.
Even
no,
though you're the
all I'm
annoying
saying
one.
is that if I interject, it's to have a sentence. I formulate some
No,
kind
you
of
don't.
thought.
No, you
No,
do not.
I do when I
No, you
interject.
do not.
I don't interject like, ooh.
Yes,
I
you
didn't
do.
do that.
Yes, you do. But you do is the thing.
No,
yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Wow,
I
you
don't.
are a complete buzzkill, dude.
You really are. Did you
Thank
wake up
you.
on the wrong side of the bed?
That's what you're getting at.
Thank you. It's about damn time.
Just saying that, like, if I'm going to interject, I'm not going to just splurt out words that don't formulate anything.
But you do.
I don't.
You do.
Thank you.
Anyways, did you get a Christmassy drink today? What'd you get?
I got venti vanilla sweet cream cold brew.
Oh, boring.
I'm still drinking cold coffee, even though it's really cold outside.
Boring.
Not that cold out there.
It's pretty cool.
No, it was a little chilly.
Yeah.
Did you forget to button on your shirt?
No, he just likes to look like a douche.
No, for every $1,500 that Bitcoin drops, another button comes down.
Oh, brother.
And eventually I'll just be butt naked and homeless.
Okay.
If Bitcoin keeps dropping, I will be butt naked and
Guys,
homeless. Nothing to
today-
do with my theory on butt.
Today is going to be one of those shows that goes down in the history of Sin City Crypto. This will be my favorite show. It already is my favorite show, even though Buzzkill over here, the guy who's so fun at the parties, you know? Yeah. Anyways, where should we start? Let's start with our picks. Rob, do the honors, go first. Let's see if you follow directions like you never do. One coin outside the top 100 that you believe is in a buy zone right now that you would feel comfortable buying.
See, I'm glad that you preface that because the viewers had no idea. All right, there's one coin to rule them all. One project outside the top 100 that will creep into the top 100 and make you not only lots of money, but will ultimately make you a millionaire if you have conviction, you hold strong and hodl or whatever the hell they say nowadays. One coin, one long shot.
Get the hell out of here.
It's not Giga Chad.
Okay.
No. This was up because I was gonna make a point
Coinbase?
that. Well, no. There's an interesting rallies going on right now, and we're from ZK. We're starting to see a little meme coin running. If you look at the top one or the top players in the top 500, you'll see that there's some meme coinness going on in here. You got Fart Coin had a big move. You know, I'm always a big fart guy. This moved up from 23 cents over 30 cents.
You're a big fart
Did
guy,
pull back. A lot of volume here, a lot of gas behind Fart Coin, and you know, something to keep an eye out. But anyways, doesn't have to do with my one pick outside the top 100. My one pick is something called Zora. If you're not familiar with Zora, disregard current price action. It did rally, this last 24 hours. You can look at the weekly candles here. It's got a lot of volatility. However, it does. It's holding good support here at 50 cents. It broke 50 cents, came down, bounce. Okay. So from a chart perspective, I think it's in a decent spot. It's a relatively newer project. But what I really like about it is that it is in a sector, it's in a vertical that doesn't really have much competition. And it's arguably one of the biggest sectors in all of the world, or at least on the internet, and it's social media. And so it takes what you would expect from TikTok or Instagram, social media feed, and it does this on a blockchain, and you can essentially earn money by posting. So instead of having to monetize like you would through TikTok or having to monetize like you would through YouTube, basically you just upload, you have your wallet attached to your post as far as your profile, and you can have people basically bid and buy your posts, which interestingly enough, like this post here, I can buy this.
Buy it right now.
Yeah, so for $252 was its all-time high. It's currently at $164. So I could buy it, and then you just connect your wallet here, and so it's interesting. But the thing is not only is it a good idea as far as like, well, Jesus, this one's.
You think people got an appetite for this right now?
2.6.
Hold on. The better question is, do you think?
Look, Balaji, his account, $2.6 million for this post.
Because that's his. I was going to do my Indian accent. That's his profile picture, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can buy it.
But do you think there's an appetite and or money for this?
It's not what I personally think, because you know what? I thought Twitter was kind of dumb when I first heard about it. I thought Facebook was dumb when I first heard about it, because I was like, hey, you know what? Why would you need Facebook? Everyone likes MySpace. I thought Vine was dumb when I first heard about it. I thought that, anyways, most people tend to write off the next coming of technology until it like smacks them in the face, and their friends are using it, and they're like, why don't you have an Instagram yet? You're like, shit. Maybe I should get an Instagram. And so my first feeling is like, I don't think I would use it. But then I sit back and ask myself, and I'm like, I also said that same dumb shit about a lot of other projects, or a lot of other like social media products. Also, it's got the liquidity, right? It has the markets, right? It's on Coinbase.
It's got Coinbase.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I mean like it's got Coinbase behind it.
yeah. So it has the liquidity, first of all, the listings. It has heavy investment. I think it's Coinbase Ventures is behind Zora. So they got the backing. And it's got a decent market cap. It's not anything too tiny. It's a number 147 on the market cap list, coming in at market cap of 245 million. And so this for me, I think would be, if I had to pick one project to kind of, just buy and hold, it would be this. Now, there's a lot of stuff that is volatile and you can make some money, you can get in and out. There's plenty of those in the top one, outside the top 100. But for a solid project that I think has a lot of potential in the short term and long term, I would go with Zora.
I like that pick, actually. I just, I think it's more on the speculative side. So,
I mean, give me one that's not speculative outside the top 100.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're all at this point, they're all like,
I will here.
When you're outside the top 100, you're playing with fire.
Okay. I'm going with Eigenlayer. This is number 138, market cap of $273 million. This is a big player in ETH staking, ETH restaking, data availability, DA, infrastructure, stable coins, Ethereum ecosystem, EigenCloud, you name it, Eigenlayer. I think this is a great pick here. EigenCompute, EigenAI, they're on the man. I got everything, bro. And then you take a look at this. BlackRock, it's official. They've officially filed a name registration in Delaware for the iShares staked Ethereum ETF, hinting that the $13.5 trillion asset manager may soon formally file to launch a staking-enabled ETH ETF. Rob, we know banks and we know institutions and we know big players don't like to let money sit idle, Rob. So they have, let's just say, 50 million Ethereum tokens in their ETF. That's probably not a right number, but whatever that number is. I got to figure a majority of that's probably going to go into some sort of staking protocol. I'm not saying it's all going to Eigenlayer. Maybe none of it goes to Eigenlayer. I don't know. But my bet is Eigenlayer is going to be a big player when it comes to Ethereum infrastructure. I really wanted to pick Aerodrome. I was hoping it would fall outside the top 100, but it did not. I think this one is so undervalued also. Aerodrome at $660 million. The recent announcement merging with Velodrome and the liquidity. I mean, Aerodrome... And Rob kind of got on this a while ago at 600 million market cap. I think this is great. If you can get this, if you have a shot at getting this under 50 cents, I think you will make probably a 6 to 10x on it. I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying this year, next year. I don't know, but this is a solid project. But I think not outside the top 100, so that's not my pick. Eigenlayer is my pick.
50 cents on Aerodrome, I think is the ultimate line in the sand.
Well, in the 1 year, it did get as low as 32 cents.
Yeah, it did once. Up until it's found resistance, support on 50 cents throughout the year, quite significantly. Here you have it in. Let's see here. So back in July 24, bounced. August 24, bounce. September, bounce. It did lose it back in April, which you mentioned. Bounced off of in June. Wicked down during that crash recently back in October.
Here's your 50 cent level.
Yeah,
this is. I mean, Robin's right. This is a very important level. You take a look what price action has done on Aerodrome at this 50 cent level. This is on the weekly, by the way. We had one deviation. And then it came right back above, perfect retest, and then moonshot. Retest, this retest rally produced an 87% rally. This retest, my God, this was took it to essentially all-time highs, guys. This one took it to 331% up to over $2.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have like a like I would say like a medium window time horizon,
or if you have money.
Yeah, like honestly, I think if this dipped down to, I would say like, I don't know, sometimes things like this where it has this major support.
I
would say like if you could do like 52.5 cents, like if I could set a buy order right now, I'd set it for like 52.5. Could it drop down? Could it wick down? Sure, but something like this, I don't know if it'll get back down to 50 cents exactly. So I'd be happy buying at like 52 and a half and then riding it out, I would say like 3 months. And I think that you'll easily make a 2 to 4x.
I agree. I think, but again, Aerodrome is in the top 100, so I went with Eigenlayer. But I don't think there's anything wrong with your pick. I have obviously liked my pick. And Aerodrome, guys, this is the time to scope out good projects, right? I'm not saying if you have, 80% of your portfolio in stable coins waiting, I'm not saying deploy it all now, right? The best strategy is to DCA on the way down, right? Bring your cost basis down to as close to your ideal entry as possible. If you're a one-shot guy and you want to just load the cannon with the cannonball and shoot it at once, sure, then wait for 52.5 cents. But I think there's nothing wrong with kind of DCAing on the way down into projects like Aerodrome, Eigenlayer. I would say more risky than Aerodrome, but I still think that could do well. And yeah, so with that being said, I do want to throw it over to Ashley. Today is a very special edition of Crypto Confessions. I'll let Ashley talk. Ashley, talk.
Ashley, talk.
Thank you.
I'm talking. So
Glad
today
you gave her the order to talk, David. Very nice.
Thank you for the permission.
It wasn't an
to
order.
speak. So I made everybody send in confessions this time. I'm gonna do a giveaway.
You are?
I am.
You're going to do a giveaway.
I am.
Okay, what are you giving away?
We're giving away Rob's shirt.
What?
The ugly white bandana one. You can pick that one, or
Nice shirt.
or the Granny's curtain one.
Granny's curtain one.
I
for
only
sure.
have the white banana one.
Where's Granny's?
Oh, you're
curtain?
actually going to do it?
Yeah.
And you're going to ship it to someone?
Does
If someone wins.
Are you going to wash it before you ship it?
Hey. Hell
Jake,
no.
you want to go grab the white bandana shirt? It's in that little closet thing back there.
Yeah, it's where Robin just came out from. The closet. Can I get a sound effect, Gina? I know you're laughing, but not a clap.
Okay.
Not that either.
You're asking for sound effects that don't exist on the board.
They don't exist.
When have you heard that?
How do we not have that? We have everything else, but we don't have that. All
Okay.
we do is joke on this channel.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Wait, don't we want your awesome thing?
I do. Run the thing.
Run it. Thank you for calling in. This is Crypto Confessions with Ashley.
Okay. So the first one says, "Okay, y'all have to guess. So pay
here's
attention."
the prize. Here it is. All right. There it is.
Right
There we go.
Look at that. Wow,
Yeah,
that thing's got.
We're getting closer to the camera. We're getting closer. Look at
That's a very. What is that white stain there? That's very weird on the back. Interesting.
I like this shirt. I can't believe y'all giving it away.
I'm not giving it away. Ashley's giving it away. Thank you, Jake. Our shirt model. Thank you very much.
That's only if somebody gets it right.
Did you? Sorry if I missed it, but you told people what today's is, right? About it. Okay, cool.
What do you think?
Alright,
I'm
So they
doing
got to get
wrong?
all 5 right?
I did not submit one.
Oh, okay.
4. No.
So all
1, 2.
4. We
Of
did.
me?
Jake
Yeah.
put one in. So I know
got-
y'all don't know Jake, but
Don't you have one for yourself you can throw in real quick?
No.
no.
It's her thing. Stop
It's not
telling her
about
what to
me.
do. Thank
okay?
you, Ashley.
I don't want to
Wait, what?
embarrass myself. I'm embarrassing all of you instead.
Fair enough. Also, it's not Jake from, not Jake from State Farm.
Not Jake from. Okay. Anyways, my mom had received a settlement and gave me $6,000 to open a college savings account for each one of my kids. I got on a call with a financial planner who had everything lined up to get it going. 3 days before I was set up to fund the account, there was a big sell-off in crypto markets, so I decided to, instead of a classic college fund, I would create crypto wallets for each kid and put 3 different coins in and let it sit there and accrue value. One kid got Ethereum, one kid got Dogecoin, and the other kid got Cardano. At this point, I'm debating whether or not I should tell the Dogecoin and Cardano kid that they should just forget about college. Please don't tell my mom.
Okay.
That was a long one.
And no guessing anybody here because we don't want to spoil it for the viewer.
So, Ash, do you want people to start guessing now, or do you want people to
At
wait
the
till
end.
the end?
I think last time they kind of just threw in their stuff.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't know. Whatever they want to do.
Okay.
At the end.
One time when I was like 11, I tried to jump over a little creek. I was confident I could make it over. I went over the jump and cleared it, but the grass was wet on the other side. I slipped and went back into the water. I was wet the entire 2-hour car ride. That sucks.
Wow, that was the worst confession ever.
Very. I I watched a certain someone's video about a crypto coin and immediately bought it, and then it went down. I only lost $20, but man, I trusted him. I wonder who you trusted.
That's from one of our staff. Yeah.
Okay. I had a house party one time and there was probably around 100 people there. There was roughly 10 to 15 people underage and I was not aware of the age of these people. Bullshit. Anyways, large party, people everywhere, kegs, loud music, and at one point cops showed up and shut down the party. Shocker. They made the parents come pick up the underage people. They wrote all these people's situations. I received 12 contributing to the delinquency, that's a big word for me, of a minor charge, of a house charge, something like that. I don't know. I showed up to my court date without a lawyer and watched each one of these underage people with heavy fines and all got their license suspended. Then I went in front of the judge and the man who held the party and was told 12 misdemeanors, and the event automatically gets charged as a felony. And then I was facing a minimum of 1 year in prison. Yikes. I came back to court. I asked to come back with a lawyer. I came back and all my technicalities got dropped. Not sure if I should be proud of this moment, but the people at my house were pissed off that they got their license suspended and I walked away with no punishment at all.
I was going to say, did we hire someone that is a felon?
Do we have a felon that works here?
Okay, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody put in your guesses. If you win, you get Rob's shirt.
Okay. I'm curious. Jake is fairly new here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want Jake to guess.
No, you can't. You gotta let the viewers.
I know, but Jake
Let them.
If he guesses, then we know which one his is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Come back to the end. End of the show.
Are we going to like put it in some kind of formula?
I don't know.
Like, hey, this one put a 1, this one put Rob, this one put Dave, this one.
I don't really know. Should I?
Maybe put something in the chat, Ashley. Put something in the chat, like kind of like a one sentence of the story, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then tell people to pick whichever one they think is. Jake, Robin, Gina, and David are the 4. And so at the end of the show, we'll reveal whose is what, and you guys can make fun of us. I have my ideas, but yeah. All right, Rob, there's a lot of fun going around with MicroStrategy. Take a look at this here, guys. All eyes on MicroStrategy. It's down 40% over the last month and 68% from its record high. They now hold 649,870 Bitcoin at an average price of $74,433. In other words, if Bitcoin falls another 15%, MicroStrategy's position will turn red. Can Saylor keep buying? I would also like to know, Rob, do you remember, you know who David Bailey is, right, Rob?
Yep.
Okay. You remember how they launched a company? They went public. Nakamoto was supposed to be a digital asset treasury for Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look at this here, Rob. Let's go to the 1 year. Look at this chart, my friend. Not that. Look at this. Rob, from a high of $24 just May of this year, down to 48 cents, Rob. Are we maybe starting to see some digital asset treasuries get, I mean, does this worry you? I'm not trying to be funny here, but does this worry you that maybe it's not MicroStrategy, maybe it's them, maybe it's MetaPlanet, maybe it's some of the other ones that were buying Bitcoin that might come unraveled and see a massive inflow of Bitcoin hitting the exchanges or the order books on the sell side? What do you think? Does this concern you? I mean, that's a concerning chart to me, at least.
I would say that these are going to should be evaluated in one-off cases, and it really just depends because MicroStrategy is set up in a certain way that they can survive a major pullback. They went through a bear market, right? They were buying Bitcoin at $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 last bull market. And they borrowed money to do so. And remember, there was always this joke that Saylor was going to go work at McDonald's or back at McDonald's at some point, and that there was this liquidation point. And he brushed it off and said, hey, like, that's not a real liquidation point. Sure, that might be in the contract, but we have plenty of backstops to prevent any kind of cascading failure if Bitcoin's price were to draw down. Now, my estimation is that not everyone is in the same position as MicroStrategy. So MicroStrategy might be fine, but you got to ask yourself, if you borrowed money, if you took money that wasn't yours to buy Bitcoin and you're significantly underwater, at what point do you get margin called? It's no different than trading, right? If you're going to borrow money from an exchange to buy Bitcoin or to buy any crypto or any asset, what ends up happening is if the value of that asset drops, at some point you're going to get approached with, hey, we need more money because the value of what you just bought isn't reflected in what you owe us. It's just economics. And so a lot of companies yellowed into Bitcoin. What was I was trying to find. What was it? 21 Capital. What was?
Oh, Jack Mallers.
Yeah. What was the name of that?
21. Yeah.
I was trying to.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is 21 Capital.
Like 21 Capital.
Check on X. 21.
But there's a lot of companies that, and then the concerning ones is we saw a lot going into altcoins too, for treasuries, I think like that. So,
so are you worried? Are you?
So this one, 21, was to go public. Is that the stuff?
Has it gone public? I
yeah, no, it did initially. I'm not looking. I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to figure out what the ticker would be, and that'll help me out.
That's what I'm trying to see too. But
anyways, we'll circle back down to that. But my thing is that there were plenty of companies that were buying Bitcoin on the way up above 80,000 as Treasury Reserve, and now we're in an interesting spot. You know, here's the interesting thing. And so I got TradingView pulled up here, and this is kind of the chart we've had throughout the year. We keep pulling up here. You can see that we just keep putting different areas, different support and resistant lines here, which ultimately have all gone, essentially lost. The top here was at 125, and currently at 86,000. About to lose 86,000 too, which is kind of crazy.
Yep,
we're there.
I might still on a short.
So here's the situation. I know we've talked about 70,000 before, but what I'm concerned about here is that we shot up from 67,000 all the way up to 90 pretty quickly. Like there was very little. There was just at the briefest stop. This is on the one day. So we were at like maybe a week and a half at 70,000. And so basically Bitcoin shot up from 60,000 to 90,000 in one swoop. My concern here is that Bitcoin were to tumble. I don't know if it stops at 77,000, dude.
It could be right.
I in the same way that it went up from 60 to 90, it might go all the way down to 60,000, bro.
Okay, but let me just...
now it did go up to 106. It found support there at 76, 75,000, and it bounced back, right? That was our last dip before we would put in new all-time highs. So the likelihood is that we'll come back down there and bounce. But just saying that, also don't be surprised if we have the similar move that we had here going up into 90,000 from 60. Because this range, we were here for a while. We might just go right back to this range. This was between 57 and 70,000. So we might go right back to this range right here, man. This channel. This was from March of 2024, February of 2024 to November. And yeah, just
Okay.
be ready for that.
Do you remember we talked about this?
And if that happens, I don't know what happens to these treasury companies, bro.
Do you remember what we talked about? Bitcoin has, even in a bear market, has never gone back to retest its previous price prior to the presidential election. So, Rob, when we look at when was the presidential election and what was the time, what time? Let's take a look at that real quick. And let me go ahead and change this. We'll go to BTC. We'll go to the daily. And let's find November. What was it, November 5th, Rob, or November 8th, the election?
Somewhere in there. The first 2 weeks of.
Let's drop a vertical here. Tuesday, November 5th. Bam. Okay. Let's drop it over 1. Let's go here. Right there. Okay. So historically, price, even in bear markets, has not fallen down to below what the price was prior to the presidential election. And that is $67,997. Let's call it 68K. Okay. So if you want to go off of that, then you can say, okay, fine. That also, I think, and I could be wrong, would be the first time that Bitcoin fell below its previous all-time high. Okay, we can take a quick look here. We can go to 2017, okay? 2017 high. Well, no, that's not true, actually. That was 19K. What am I talking about? 19. And yeah, and price went to, okay, never mind. I am off my rocker. So, yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. I stand corrected. But 67, let's call it 68K would be the line in the sand, I guess. Could it go a little lower? Sure. How much lower did this go? Let's take a peek. From the all-time high of 2017 to the cycle bear market low of 2022. It fell another 20% on top of what the top was for 2021. So if we see the same, the top for 2021, which was that price, how much lower can Bitcoin go if we take that same formula? We're looking at a $54,000 Bitcoin. Will it get there? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, those are kind of my thoughts. Yeah, do you think that trend's going to break?
54,000 is the bottom of, if we go back to mine here, the 54,000 is the bottom here. And so, yeah, I mean, this was, essentially, yeah, 54,000. That's right here. So, I mean, you could go down there. I truly believe we won't see sub $50,000 Bitcoin, but I think you do got to put on the table that we could return back to this range here, which is 54 to essentially $70,000. But to remove the doom and gloom and kind of get to circle back, I don't think that we'll lose this area here. No, I'm going off of probabilities here. And so for me, I don't think we'll lose the $77,000, $76,000 range or drop below that. And I would put like a 65-70% likelihood on that. The only thing that concerns me is that December scares me, dude. December doesn't.
Are you scared of Santa Claus?
Yeah,
Santa,
I am.
Saint Nicholas.
Santa.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know.
Oh, did we let the guy in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry.
Where did you think I went?
Oh, I don't know. You wander off all the time. I just shit myself. Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. I knew you were waiting for that, Gino. You're welcome. I did that for you. I would like to share. What should we share? Let's share here. City completes landmark fiat to digital currency payment settlement workflow trial. It's big words there. With Swift. In a landmark trial, Citi and Swift proved it's possible to settle payments between fiat and digital currencies in payment versus payment workflow. The trial demonstrates a powerful hybrid model for interoperability between traditional financial systems and distributed ledger technology networks. Banks are coming. Take a look at this from Marty Party. Massive breaking U.S. regulator greenlights banks holding crypto for blockchain fees. The OCC, which is the primary regulator for banks, has issued new guidance affirming that banks can engage in a variety of crypto-related activities without prior supervisory approval. This includes holding crypto assets specifically to cover transaction fees on blockchain networks such as gas on ETH or Solana, similar costs on other distributed ledgers. The move, which was detailed in their letter, rescinds earlier requirements for banks to seek non-objection from regulators. This explains why JP Morgan and Vanguard bought in the last 2 days. So prices going down, but everything that we've been talking about behind the scenes is happening. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to wake up one day, and I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, next month, or 2026. You're going to see a massive, you're going to see like a $10,000 Bitcoin candle to the upside, and then everyone's going to go, whoa.
I mean,
what happened?
We saw a move yesterday where Bitcoin went from 88,000 and was at 93,000. And so the buyers are ready to step in. It's just how far down is the drawdown? And, it might just be a bunch of, large catalysts that just essentially pump the brakes on the downturn. Did you see this? Check this out. Take a look here.
All right.
Congressman Warren Davidson is introducing a new bill to codify Trump's executive order for a U.S. Bitcoin reserve. Congressman Davidson joins me now. Congressman, a series of questions here. Number one, what is a Bitcoin reserve? What does it do? And how do you build it?
Well, first of all, the president created a strategic reserve of Bitcoin in part because the United States government didn't have like a single custodian. You had every agency in the government that might have had an asset, seized an asset, or anything else, any kind of digital asset, they didn't have custody of it. So they were losing track of the private keys. So essentially, when you lose your keys, it's like losing a pile of cash.
Yeah.
So they created an organized way and put it under Treasury to say, hey, we're going to have a single custodian for all of the Bitcoin, kind of like Fort Knox for crypto, right? Okay. And then they said, well, not all crypto is created equally. Bitcoin we want to hold on to. It's an appreciating asset over a long period of time. Some of these other things, we should just sell them off and buy more Bitcoin. But they wanted to do it in a deficit neutral way. And I think a lot of people have been like, well, how else do you put money in there? And so we're introducing legislation that not only codifies that executive order, so there's a common sense way to have custody for the Bitcoin and other digital assets, but you can contribute. So when you pay your taxes, you can pay your taxes in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currency in that sense, and there's no capital gains. So for people that have held Bitcoin for a long time, they've experienced significant capital gains. When I first took office in 2016, Bitcoin was $500 or $600. Now, over 90,000. It's reached higher.
So a lot to take away from there.
Gain.
So one, he's saying that they centralized the custodial services from multiple agencies because everyone was holding Bitcoin to one. He mentioned that they were having a problem where people were losing keys. You ask yourself, first of all, why did he say that? Probably because some agency probably lost the keys to their Bitcoin. That's number. So? He literally said it. Did you not hear it?
He didn't say somebody lost their keys.
Congressman Davidson joins me now. What is a Bitcoin reserve?
Well, first of all, the president created a strategic reserve of Bitcoin in part because the United States government didn't have like a single custodian. You had every agency in the government that might have had an asset, seized an asset, or anything else, any kind of digital asset. They didn't have custody of it, so they were losing track of the private keys. So essentially,
They were losing track of the private keys. And then he goes on to say they like lost them. So, okay, so you
But you're
got.
talking about the government, though, at that point, right?
Yes. Did you not watch the video?
No.
So
How does it feel?
well, I'm just saying that like the man lost the keys, and I do answer all your questions
No, you
because of videos. I watch all the videos.
definitely don't.
Yes, I do.
Anyways,
And so there's that, and then there was the no capital gains on crypto.
I heard that. It's a bill, though. You know how long bills take, bro? Well, we're going to send it here. Then we got to add this rider here. Then we got to change this. And it goes back to the House and back to the Senate and back to the House. And back to it's a disaster.
But it's not we're going to introduce a bill. The bill was introduced.
Yeah.
It was.
When are they going to vote?
Drafted. I don't.
Vote on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a confession that the U.S. is losing keys. You got a bill that introduces a way to buy Bitcoin. So the U.S. is going to be a buyer of Bitcoin, not just, hey, we seize Bitcoin. And then on top of it, this bill also introduces a capital gains free way of acquiring Bitcoin. One last thing he said in there was that they have no desire on holding other assets outside of Bitcoin, so sell those and buy Bitcoin.
What about Cardano, dude? It's most decentralized.
But I mean, what do you think about that? Like, no, honestly, like, what do you think? So he's literally said that we are going to sell our crypto to buy more Bitcoin. And now, if you remember, a year ago, we had the Bitcoin, or it was the crypto. What was it? Crypto. It wasn't the Bitcoin reserve. It was the crypto
Stockpile.
Yeah, the digital asset stockpile, which goes against that idea. And so you got an interesting situation. We got people in Congress that want to buy Bitcoin and other cryptos, and then you got other people that are drafting bills that say, "Hey, we want to sell crypto to buy more Bitcoin," and then you got the capital gains. That's very interesting, man.
I think the capital gains is going to be a big one. I also think paying in Bitcoin and that not being a taxable event, I think that's going to be a big one too. Honestly, if I can spend my crypto and not pay taxes, I would do it. Not Bitcoin and not some other ones, but yeah. Instead of like selling it, paying taxes on it, I'll be like, you know what? I got to buy a new couch to $2,000. Bam. Instead of selling $2,000 and paying 30% in taxes. All right, Ashley, it's time. It's time to reveal who said what.
Somebody guessed it correctly.
Okay.
I screenshotted the name. Hold on, let me find
Okay.
it.
Well, first tell us who's who.
Okay. So the first one, college kids, was Mr. David.
That was me. Yes. Mom, my mom doesn't watch my show. Well, sometimes she watches my show. Mom, I'm sorry. Please. My bad.
The very boring one was Jake.
Jake was the pond one?
Yeah.
Bro, what was that? You're fired. Just kidding. You're hired. We like you. Okay.
Gina watched somebody and bought a coin and lost $20. What coin did you buy, Gina?
ICP.
And who did you listen to?
You, David.
All right, I'll reimburse you $20 personally. Thank you. Sorry. Can't be losing our own staff money here, you know?
The house party, shocker.
No way. The house party is there, Rob. The guy with the underage people. Good job. I was like, did I go into business with a felon?
Charges are dropped.
Charges were dropped? Was that a real story?
Yeah.
Did somebody call the cops on you, or were you guys just
Ashley,
loud?
now it's time for you to, just live right now, share a confession. Go.
I don't have any.
Fair enough.
However,
Who won?
Mr. Mike Danger won.
Mike Danger, congratulations.
I don't know who
You're
that
getting a
is.
shitty shirt. I mean, a Robin shirt.
When did my clothing get auctioned
She
off?
did it, not me.
I did.
Talk to her or fire her. Make it easier.
Y'all can't fire me. Be for real.
I mean, we can technically, but
You wouldn't.
we like you.
Anyways.
You do a good job. Sometimes. Usually. All right. So
Zcash over $700 again.
cool.
We don't care about Zcash. Shut up. We're
I don't care
busy.
about- Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. Ashley, tell that person how you would like to connect so we can get their address and so you can get their address and send the shirt. Thank you.
DM them on X. If you,
At Sin City Crypto.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Period.
No period, just Sin City Crypto. We got the new handle, by the way. No one at the end anymore. All right, that's it. Gina, roll the outro. We're done. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We got a Hedera video coming out in about 10 minutes. I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, of course. Peace.
Cash is Cuvée. Yeah. Sin City, crypto. Everybody know we here for entertainment and info. Gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in for big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I split the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you can tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners gon' play to win. Screaming hola till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Won't I? Don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado